Hey everyone, welcome out to the Dice Tower. My name is Chris Yee, and today I'm going to be looking at Wilson and Shep. This is a sort of a hidden movement style game that's played over multiple rounds, where each turn at the table somebody gets to be the wolf, Wilson, hiding amongst sheep, and the other players are the sheepdog, trying to find him. Let me show you how it plays, then I'll give you my thoughts. Set up for a game of Wilson and Shep. Wilson the wolf here is a wolf in sheep's clothing, and players will each take turns being the wolf player, which on the backside looks just like the other sheep. Now the other players who are not Wilson are going to be taking turns trying to move around the dog to find where the wolf is hiding among them. Players are trying to have the most points, represented by the little bone tokens over here, at the end of the game. Wilson the wolf gets a bone token if he hides from the players for a total of 8 turns, and all the other players will share. They'll each get a point if the sheepdog Shep finds the wolf. So how the game starts, we're going to say that the player represented here to the left. Right? We're going to say left, above, and to the right. So we're going to say to the left, this person's the wolf first. They'll say, everyone close your eyes. And they will take the token here and exchange it for any one of the regular sheep. And that'll be it. The rules also say you can rotate some of these, make some noise if you want to, just to make it not obvious. And now all the players will open their eyes. Now, the players will decide where they want to start the sheepdog, Shep. So now it's going to be Wilson's turn, and then one player's turn. Then it'll come back to Wilson, then another player's turn. After a total of 8 turns, if the wolf hasn't been found yet, then they get the point. So at the start of the game now, the Wilson player gets to make the first move, and they get to swap any 2 tokens that they want. So maybe they'll swap these 2. Ooh, is that the wolf moving further away from the dog, or is that just a misdirection? I don't know. So the player above here is going to say, I'm going to move the sheepdog over here, because maybe that was a feint, and they'll flip over the tile. Oh, just a regular sheepy. So now the Wilson player is going to do this move here. Hey, and so the player to the right gets to say, maybe that's Wilson. Maybe I'm going to move that direction. Huzzah, right? I'll flip this one over. Oh, still not. So now it's back to Wilson, and he can swap any 2 tiles except for the one that the dog is on. So Wilson's going to say, whoop, I'm swapping these ones now. So, okay, the player on the north here says, oh, maybe it's that way. I don't know, right? And so I'll pop over here. Blammo! Found the wolf. In this case, all the other players, all the ones who are hunting for the wolf, will get a point. And then you'll reset the board. And then the next player gets to be Wilson the wolf. And they will go through this process. And you go through until every player has gotten to be Wilson a certain number of times. And then you count up points. Now, if the hunter's turn, right, goes through 8 turns and Wilson has not been found, huzzah! Then they're the only person getting the point, and that's it. So that's how you play Wilson and Shep. You play until, if you're playing 2 or 3 players, every person gets to play as the wolf Wilson twice. If you're playing 4 or 5 players, everybody plays as the wolf once. Then you count up the most bones, and that's kind of it. I'm going to tell you really quickly, I did not particularly love this game, but I'm going to give you a few of the metrics that I use to determine whether or not I think that this is a good kids game. The highest praise I can give to a game, or particularly a kids game, is when it's fun for the whole family, the adults or the parents or whatever included. I didn't have fun with this one. There's just not enough information that's being conveyed. If I'm the wolf and I swap 2 tiles, am I bluffing or am I not bluffing? Well, you have no idea. You have no basis for knowledge. If I'm the hunting dog or the sheepdog trying to find it, and I see someone else swap 2 sheep tiles, I have no basis of information whether that could even be a bluff or not. So there's not enough going on. And the 8 rounds to find the wolf, it's so easy to be the wolf and to hide. It really is. So it is not a game that's going to impress the parents. That's typically, for kids and parents. That's the highest praise I can usually give a kids game. A step below that, something that I appreciate in a kids game, is when the game teaches some sort of transferable skills. It's educational in a sense, not educational like dates. When was this wall built, or these pyramids or something? It's educational as in the kid is going to develop some skills because of it. I don't particularly think this game, I don't know, I could be wrong, right? But at age 6, sure, there's not a lot of hidden movement games for that age group, but there's more memory games. This one almost is trying to be a memory type thing, but you don't have anything to memorize. And so is it to teach a kid maybe how to kind of bluff, and I swap these 2 tiles, are my parents going to go for it or not? It is a game that could develop a little bit of a meta. And what I mean by that is with some of these style of games, oh, this person swapped these 2 tiles. Now I have to think. Last time they swapped the wolf away, so maybe I should pursue it. But maybe they think that I think that, and therefore they swapped 2 sheep around just to try and make me think that I'm going to think that. And I don't know, many social deduction games are based off of some of those types of principles. But still, I don't feel like a kid is going to come out with any more gaming skills because of this game. It's not like a good game that will lead to the next step of game or something like that. That's one of the approaches I take when thinking of a children's game. So the last thing is, did the kid have fun? Kids will generally have fun with throwing sticks at walls and stuff, right? But there are some actually atrocious kids games out there which are unfun. Fortunately, my kid did have fun with this. It's fine, right? And not for adults. I don't think the older kids even would have too much to be excited about with this one. It's not for skills, it's not for learning or anything, but it's a pastime, it's fun. It was 15 minutes, not poorly spent. And so I've got to play and have fun with my child. And she really liked the pieces. The dog, Meeple, is very cute. The art, she got to laugh. Every time you flip over a sheep, oh, this sheep looks disgruntled. She didn't use the word disgruntled. But this sheep has boogers hanging out their nose. Oh, this sheep looks angry that you looked under them to see if they were a wolf or not. So funny, but not great. Which is a shame, because this is by Blue Orange Games, who I have a very strong opinion of. I really like them as a company, and even their children's games tend to be a little bit better than this. And so that's too bad. That's too bad. So I can't really recommend this one. I'd give this one to kids 5 because the kid had fun with it, right? But that's the only kind of thing that I could say for it. So that's Wilson and Shep. I was hoping for more. I was hoping for a little bit more. This is designed by Roberto Fraga, who did Captain Sonar. So obviously this is not Captain Sonar for kids, but I was hoping for little things like that, like sniffing out a whole row or a column, or I know a row goes this way and a column goes this way, or like by round 5, if you haven't found the wolf, then you use the doggy sniffing power, and you can tell is the wolf within one space of you. I was hoping for like that level of next step, which I feel like could make this a stepwise kind of learning game into like hidden movement or something. So can't recommend this one, but if it's gifted to you, you're not going to have a bad time playing it. That's my thoughts. So thanks for coming by the Dice Tower. My name is Chris Yee, and I hope that you all have a great day.